Hi, I'm Nicole from the Town & Country Animal Clinic.
And I'm Lisa.
And we're here today just to start a series of client education videos where we can teach you simple procedures that you can do with your pets at home.
Today we're going to be talking about doing a nail trim, and that's a necessity for most dogs and cats at some point in their lives. And a lot of people are very worried about doing this procedure at home because they're scared they're going to cut the nail too close or possibly make their dog or cat bleed. And so a lot of people are very apprehensive, and we want to help you to feel more comfortable doing this procedure from home.
So the first thing to do is have a few necessities ready. Things that you'll need is a pair of nail clippers. Now there are different styles of nail clippers, and depending on what style you feel comfortable with and what size is best for your pet, depends on the animal that you have. So if you're unsure, you can always give us a call at the clinic, and you can speak with either Lisa or I or one of our receptionists, and we can help you pick the nail trimmers that would best suit your pet.
And the other thing you're going to want to have on hand, just in case, is a commercial styptic powder, or in a jam at home you can also use baby powder or baking powder.
You can also use a fresh bar of soap if needed as well.
So this is our little friend Mackenzie, and we're going to cut Mackenzie's nails today, and it's a good idea at home. We realize you can't put them up on a counter the way we have with her. Just have them on a comfortable surface where they're not going to slide.
So the first thing you want to do is, if you do have someone helping you, it makes it a little easier. If you have someone helping you, what you want them to do is have the dog close to them, and then you want to have control of their head. So whether you're using your elbow to kind of hug them in close to you, and that just gives the person cutting the nails a little bit of working space. Or if the dog is used to it, it's something where just a hand under the mouth, just in case they decide to turn and they don't like what's going on.
Okay, I'll take hold of her so you can cut her nails. Come here, Mackenzie.
So when you start cutting the nails, and we'll kind of zoom in on this in a minute, but it's nice with Mackenzie because she has white nails. So I can see the pink of her vein, and I can see kind of the space after that. So you want to aim for the space after the pink vein. And you'll see in the nail, like I said, when we zoom in, that it kind of gets a little bit thinner. It's not as wide, and it has a hook. So those are the areas you want to cut. So what you want to do is get yourself in a comfortable position. Just you do one nail at a time, and even if you're uncomfortable, you can just take a little bit off at a time. Now Mackenzie has this done all the time, but she's still resisting, pulling back, and you might hear her barking or crying. It's important to keep going even though she's doing this, because what happens is then she learns that if she fights or struggles, she won't have to have her nails done. So again, there's still a little bit more I can take off, so we'll take that off. And what you're doing is you're going through and just trimming the nails where it's not as thick, where there's no pink, and just kind of doing small amounts at a time until you feel comfortable.
And to make it an enjoyable experience for the dog, you could always do this concurrently with a walk or something rewarding that they like. It's important to praise them when they're being very good while it's being done. So every time that Mackenzie is nice and still and relaxed, she's going to be very good.
The thing that can help is just to, like Lisa said, offer them positive praise, give them a treat while it's happening, just to make sure things are going the way you want them to go. So this here is a close-up of Mackenzie's nails. As you can see, she's got the white nails. The pink is the vein, and then the white surface at the end is the area we want to take. Roughly about right there is what I'd be taking off. And as you can see too, you can see it clearly on this one. You're okay, Mac. The nail kind of hooks, and there's a thin area, so that's the area about where we'd be cutting. Again, it would be like taking off, I'd take off from there and up. Now she does have a black nail, which makes it a little bit more difficult, and in those cases that's when you would just do small amounts at a time. I also want to show you what the end of the nail looks like. So see how there's like a black or pink fleshy area in the center of the nail? That's the quick, and that tells me that if I go any further, she might have a little bit of bleeding. So when I see that, I want to stop at that point. So today we were lucky enough that we did not cut any of Mackenzie's nails very short, but just in case we did, what we do is we have the powder ready. We prefer to keep it in the cap, that way we can pinch a small amount if needed and then just apply it to the nail if it was bleeding. So if you did have a bleeder, that's a simple procedure to stop the bleeding, and then that makes it a more enjoyable experience.
We realize it might not always be as easy as how we made it look here today, but if you ever had any questions or are wondering how you can do this with your own dog at home, book an appointment with a tech today and we can do a demo with you on how to properly trim your dog's nails. The most important thing too to remember is start doing this as a regular routine when your dog is a puppy. You'll find it'll be a lot more easy and comfortable for them to do on a regular basis.
Which is what happened with us today. Mackenzie is a 10-year-old beagle and she has had her nails done throughout her life. So that's why she made it look easier than sometimes it can be at home.
So keep it positive, keep it comfortable, and please call the clinic if you have any questions.